Tuning into this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports, I'm Damon Bruce. Saturday night in the NBA, it's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Miami Heat. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
And a nighttime view gazing down at our setting. Gorgeous Miami, Florida, in the American Airlines Arena. Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Pau Gasol?
Well, great length and skill for Gasol, guys. People forget he's one of the best post scorers in the game. A little underrated, if that's possible. He can finish with either hand, great footwork. He can score on the block. He can face you up and knock down a jump shot. To me, he's the most skilled big man in the game right now.
And Steve, you talk about his skill level, his passing and vision for a big guy. Really unique and special. Whether on the high post or low post, he does an excellent job finding his teammates for hoops.
Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. Puts one up from 19, and it's off the back rim, no good. Here's Bosch. Wade left side. Kobe with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Nash, the pass to Johnson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
What a pass. Nash showing you excellent court vision there.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. Obviously, he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers, and no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now, here's Nash. After Dwayne Wade's miss, and he's going up for the alley-oop. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Left side, Bosch. Tipped. Kaman with the defensive effort.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And Kobe, here we go. Back to Kaman. Now the dish to Gasol. And the shot is good. Gasol's got his first points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration. You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Nash kicks to Kobe. Lakers passing it around. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at San Antonio. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings. And guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out the Lakers. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Seeing where the Lakers are, clearly it's been a disappointing season. There's no question about that. This was a team that had expectations of getting to the playoffs. I thought they would be a playoff team, but it just didn't work out that way.
And you can hunt for some silver lining if you want, Clark, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, this is a club that's out of the playoffs. This is a major step backwards from last season.
Nash outside. Gasol. And he jams it with authority. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Shard Lewis pulls it in. So for the Heat, the last game a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. LeBron's shot is off.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Nash with it. Wade picks him up. Passes it to Gasol. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, he's such a versatile scorer offensively. I mean, Gasol's a guy who shoots with range. We saw him even make some threes last year for the Lakers. But really good at the mid-range area, and he'll just punish smaller defenders down on the block with either hand.
And, you know, some have labeled him a finesse big man, Steve, but I think he's consistently one of the league leaders in offensive rebounds. You can't be a finesse guy and gobble up offensive boards. He's got that big height advantage, especially at power forward.
Now here's Wade, averaging 19 points per contest. And he banks in the layup. Wade's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
It's back to Hill. Outside, Kobe. From past the arc. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Well, they rolled them in that game, and it was mostly due to the big rebounding advantage they had.
Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. LeBron James third.
Those are some tremendous athletes, as we're used to seeing at that spot on the floor. You know, they can pretty much all give phenomenal individual performances on any given night.
And most nights, that's exactly what they do. Every team wants and needs scoring from the small forward position. And all of the players on that list provide.
Steve just mentioned their rebounding edge in that last game, Clark, and it really was a big one.
Kevin, I mean, they were in complete control of the boards, and there's no question that was the overriding factor in the game.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and you know, he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them.
1:30 left in the first. Hill, he's covered by Bosch. Fades back, and the basket by Hill. Hill's got his first basket of the night. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Now here's Wade.
Oh, get it!
Watch out now! Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Young dishes to Meeks. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
The Heat trail by 5. Back to Allen. Launches a 3. Rebound Hill.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. He feeds it to Meeks. Young outside. Fires it up. Again, Los Angeles.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's LeBron. He has 5. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. LeBron's got 7 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
To the inside. Here's Kelly. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Lakers on top. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Nick Young, Jody Meeks out there with Kendall Marshall. Then it's Hill, and it's Kelly in at the power forward. Marshall with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And Young, here we go. 5 to shoot. Can't hit from in close.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Allen passes to LeBron. Fires the three. The Lakers with the rebound. Marshall with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Marshall's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Lakers. James in the post. Defended by Kelly. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And we'll get a look now at some of the stats, some of the numbers for Jody Meeks. Recent weeks have been really kind to his game. He's put forth some solid performances. 11th in scoring. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top 20 in free throw percentage.
And I think this is a good time, Chief, to touch on his scoring average again. I mean, as you pointed out, it's top 15 in the league, and he does it in a variety of ways.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kamen's checked in. And Young kicks to Kamen. Stolen by Anderson. Ray Allen is on the wing. Defended by Meeks. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. They get it back. And the shot is good. The Heat trail by 11. LeBron outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. Lakers leading by 10. Young with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And Young kicks to Marshall. Now the pass to Meeks. Shoots it. Again, the Lakers.
Sometimes, Kevin, you can just look at a guy's release and immediately recognize that he's a born shooter. And that's the case with Meeks. Beautiful form. Just has a natural way of getting that ball to go through the hoop.
Ever since his college days at Kentucky, he's one of the best shooters on the planet, and that hasn't changed. You just can't leave him alone anyplace.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
There's Chris Kamen on the assist from Young. Kamen's got his first bucket in this one.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
It's his first three-pointer of the second half, which actually makes it his first of the game.
And Marshall kicks to Young. Marshall dishes to Meeks. He passes to Kelly. Kamen inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 13.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
And Miami making a change here. Bosch is checked in. Lewis kicks to LeBron. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's now go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Lakers in 5th.
Talking about block shots. You want block shots? Talk to these guys. They've done a terrific job this year in that category. Outstanding.
And Meeks kicks to Young. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Chris Kaman again. Kaman's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Marshall with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Marshall. Nobody back. Meeks, good. Meeks got 7 points.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
There's the bucket, good.
And that's his forte. Finding that angle and then aggressively attacking the rim.
Now, here's Marshall, defended by Cole. Kaman passes to Young, and there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
And Miami has possession. 17-point game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Look at Indiana. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Heat right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
Checking out Miami, they've been about as good as advertised this season. I mean, clearly one of the top teams in the league, no doubt about it.
Oh, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs, Clark, no doubt about it. This is an elite team playing at a very high level right now.
Allen's shot is off.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
The open shot by Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Lewis dishes to Cole. Sinks the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Lakers leading by 14. And Marshall gets to Gasol. Pass to Marshall. Hits the jumper from the corner to fall. Marshall's got 4 points in the quarter. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lewis passes to Chalmers. The 3-ball. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Lakers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Misses from close range. Here's Cole, averaging 6 points per contest. Allen for the 3. Gets it to go. Allen's got his second bucket of the night. And so that's the end of the first half. Lakers lead by 13. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
Now, presented by Sprint.
NBA basketball on a Saturday night. Oh, the perfect.
The Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Lewis is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. It's the group on the floor for Miami, and it's blocked by Bosh. Wade against Kobe. Soft touch off the glass. That's now 8 points for Dwayne Wade.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Kobe, no look.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Inside to Bosh. And the block by Johnson. Chalmers against Nash. Jacks up a three. And it's Kobe missing.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. Fourth, LeBron James.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there, mix it up, and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
Yeah, you mentioned their lack of size and strength compared to the post players around the NBA, but I've always found that the best rebounders usually aren't the biggest guy. They're the most tenacious, and they have excellent timing and the ability to get off their feet multiple times quicker than their opponent.
Blocked.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set. In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league ranking. First in field goal percentage, second in steals, and they're in the top half of the league distributing the basketball as well. Not too shabby, room for improvement, but acceptable.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
But they get it back. Gasol kicks to Keenan. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Keenan's got 8.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, you take the bump to maintain control of your body and put it in the hole. Tremendous play.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Chris Kaman. Nash with it. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Johnson off the pick from Hill. Miami on defense. They trail by 14. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And so Nash nails both of them.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Wade, guarded by Kobe. And it's Wade penetrating. Excellent D there from Hill.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Great D that time from LeBron. The Heat trail by 16. Here's Chalmers. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Kobe. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Nash drawing the double team. The drive by Hill. Nash. Los Angeles with another miss. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. James. And again, it's the Heat missing.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
And the basket by Hill.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. Lewis attacking. LeBron. Three-pointer. Tries again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Pau Gasol.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Chris Kaman's checked in for Pau Gasol. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Lakers leading by 17. Johnson dishes to Kaman. And the layup's good off the glass. Kaman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
It's stolen by Hill. And Nash with the clear path to the hoop. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
The second chance effort, and it's good on the way up.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
Nash kicks to Kobe. Second chance shot, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Miami.
Look at the free throw percentage, unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. In third, the Lakers.
This team takes smart three-point shots. That's one of the reasons, Kevin, they're amongst the league leaders in three-point percentage. They don't just hoist up crazy threes. They get quality looks from behind that arc.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year, the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
He dishes it to Chalmers. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 20. Hill sets the screen for Kobe. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist from Kobe. And it's 8 points for Johnson.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
A nice shot by LeBron.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Johnson outside. And stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 13.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Johnson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Lewis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Johnson kicks to Kobe. On the high post, he drills it. Kobe's got 7 points for the quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Welcome to 2K Sports in the NBA. I'm your host, Damon Bruce. Saturday night in the NBA. It'll be the Portland Trail Blazers facing off against the Miami Heat. And without any further...